All new at 5, if you are buying bullets in the Mid-South, you better get in line.
It could take you months to get the ammo that you're looking for. Store owners are telling us that people are buying bullets in bulk, worried that President Obama will crack down on gun and ammunition laws.
An assessment from the Department of Homeland Security saying right-wing extremist groups could exploit fears about the economic downturn, gun control, and the election of an African-American president to attract new recruits. It says groups dedicated to a single issue, such as opposition to abortion or immigration, may fall within the definition of extremist. To make its case, DHS cites a surge in purchases of guns and ammunition, and the recent shooting of 3 Pittsburgh police officers by a man reportedly influenced by racist ideology and fears of gun confiscation.
The world at war, bullets are now becoming an increasingly rare commodity.
The police departments report they're having trouble getting their training supplies.
CBS 2's Lou Young tells us the problem is only getting worse.
At an undisclosed location, a federal gun dealer checks his shrinking supply of bullets. It seems like the whole world is running out of ammunition. This is all you have?
This and what you see here, and that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm getting hit by other police departments. They're calling me and asking me for ammo.
It's the military-grade stuff that's toughest to come by, but even handgun ammo is running low. Small police departments are hit the hardest.
The ammo's taken a lot longer to get to us. In the past, we'd be 6 weeks from an order to delivery. Now it's anywhere from 6 to 10 months, or maybe even longer.
The distributors and the manufacturers saying, you may not get your entire order until sometime next year. It really is causing an ammunition shortage. Guys are hoping to increase their scores and get their hit potentials up, and here the department's saying, sorry guys, we don't have the ammunition for you to practice with.
We are already getting sporadic reports of deferred training that individual police officers chalk up to the ammo shortage. As to why this is happening, many are quick to blame the war, but in truth, domestic demand is up in our security-conscious post-9/11 world, and the metals that go into the bullets, like copper and tungsten, are in limited supply as well, so it's a fairly complicated problem.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Not Superman, but the disappearance of ammunition. It's now affecting police.
You start looking at your drills, you start conserving ammo.
Ammo expert Kevin Sharon showed us empty shelves. There's a shortage in personal ammo too, for handguns.
Demand for ammo has never been better. We're selling ammo like we've never sold before. We can't even get it now. Most of our purchase orders are probably 3 to 4 months out now.
I'm Ted Haller reporting for 9 and 10 News.
Michael Basil is shooting his new rifle for the first time. Surprisingly, he says it was harder than he thought.
The stores are completely wiped out, so it took us a while for us to find anything.
Basil says it wasn't lack of skill that made his shooting difficult, it was a lack of bullets. He says he visited 3 or 4 different stores before he found the ammunition he needed. Gun and ammunition suppliers say there isn't a gunpowder shortage or recall going on. It's simply a matter of supply and demand.
The .380 ammo is really hard to get right now.
Laura Patrick owns Shoot Straight in Tampa. She says her customers are stocking up and she's having a hard time keeping up.
Some of it's speculation about a change in policy from the government. You know, it's banning certain weapons, certain ammunition being taxed, highly taxed, serializing ammunition.
Patrick says she believes fear is also leading to more sales.
People are fearful for themselves because of the economy and they see crime going up and they want to be able to protect themselves.
Patrick says she orders large shipments months ahead of time, so she hasn't run out of any ammo yet. But she says if sales continue to increase, that could happen. It's disappointing news for new customers like Basil. He says he's just getting used to his new sport and would hate to give it up so soon.
Definitely plan on keep doing this again.
In Hillsborough County, Summer Smith, Bay News 9.
Gun shops across the country saw a spike in sales, presumably because customers worried that a new administration would make it tougher and more expensive to get a gun. Since then, people are also buying ammo, and now there's a shortage. News 4's Ed Tribble explains, new at 6.
I shoot .380s, 40 caliber, and 44 mags.
Rich Eldred is shopping for bullets, but instead is finding bare shelves.
The shelves bare, and it seems like every time if they do get a shipment, it's gone. People just buy it up just like that.
New match-grade pistol from Springfield.
Josh Beck, the general manager of Second Amendment Sports, saw a spike in gun sales after the election. People became concerned. A new Congress and a new president have their sights set on changing gun laws or taxing ammunition.
Those people just stocking up to shoot the firearms that they had bought during those last couple months of 08.
It's the common types of ammunition that are sold out, though there's plenty of bullets for other types of rifles and guns.
Yeah, around town ammo has been very difficult to get. But there's a few places that have been out of it for quite some time.
To be balanced, Attorney General Eric Holder says the Obama administration is looking at reinstating an assault weapons ban that expired during the Bush administration. No timetable has been set for it. In the meantime, it could take months for ammo makers to catch up.
I think it's going to cycle through.
With Balanced News in Midtown, Ed Tribble, News 4.
Law enforcement agencies across the country and here in our area are having problems loading their guns. It's because the ammunition is harder to come by. It turns out the fighting overseas is helping cause some tight supplies here at home. Manuel Quinones joins us live in our Lynchburg newsroom. And Manuel, this isn't a concern for our safety.
Police say no, Noreen, because they do have many reserves, but it has been an inconvenience because of delays, high prices, and police even having to modify their training. Deep inside the Lynchburg Police Department, there are boxes and boxes of ammo stacked inside old jail cells. Officers say some of it has been hard to come by.
We can normally get it in about a 6 to 8 week period, and the last time we were instead looking at a 6 to 8 month period.
Captain Schmidt in Campbell County says they had some problems getting ammo last year.
We had a real hard time getting rifle ammunition. We use the same caliber rifle ammunition as the vast majority of the military does.
The biggest sacrifice officers say is at the range, not the streets. In Campbell County, it affected tactical training.
So we had to slow down a little bit, but we were able to train in other areas. We were able to do other things.
Experts say increased anti-terror efforts by local and federal law enforcement has contributed to the tighter supply. And servicemen and women training to fight overseas are firing more than 1 billion bullets a year. Ron Anderson says prices are through the roof. Another reason for the shortage, he and other experts say high demand for copper and lead.
I know they've got a humongous building boom in China right now.
Still, area police are making do.
We just stepped up and began ordering more well in advance.
Tyree says, or Anderson says, they are not having to do without, but the prices are hurting everyone in the pocket. Reporting live in the Lynchburg newsroom, Manuel Quinones, ABC
News reporter Dana Rebick talked with customers and gun shop owners about the shortage and how long it could last.
If you're going to shoot your gun at the range or at home, of course you're going to need to have plenty of ammunition. But right now it's pretty hard to find. There is a national shortage, and we found out it's also hard to buy bullets in our area. Julia Lynch and her husband just moved to the Mid-South. On the way down, the couple stopped at several Walmarts to load up on ammo.
We were there over the weekend looking for bullets, and they do not. We are originally from Indiana, and we went into their Walmart, and they don't have any either.
And neither does Range USA. Most of its defensive rounds are out of stock.
9mm, 40s, some 45s, 357 SIG.
Kristen Bauer says lately it has been next to impossible to keep the shelves full.
I've heard a lot of manufacturers are just working overtime trying to keep up with the demand. And then just a lot of our distributors don't have stock. I mean, we have to put a lot of guns and ammunition on wish lists for people where we'll call you if it comes available, but we really have no idea when it's going to happen.
Gun owners tell us they are worried President Obama will restrict how much ammunition you can buy, what types, or even put a tax on bullets.
Definitely paranoid and concerned to the extent that I think a lot of people are almost causing the shortages. Kind of like when gas prices went up, people were really scared that, okay, maybe gas isn't going to be available, and so they went out and bought more gas, and that caused more shortages.
People in the black market can get guns, they can get ammunition, and if one of them happens to decide to break into my home and come in with a gun, where do I stand? What do I have to defend myself or my family?